Hello, I'm Joe Strunk. I'm joined by Guy Strunk, my brother and business partner. We're both owners of 3000 Insurance Group. Today we're going to talk about 8 different types of insurance a dentist needs if they're considering opening up their own dental practice or buying a dental practice.
So the first policy we should talk about today is professional liability for dentists. This policy is designed to protect you against allegations of negligence as you practice dentistry. My recommendation would be to buy a policy from an A+ rated carrier and to work with an agent that understands how to insure dentists. In the event of a claim, you want an agent that understands the complexities of dental coverage.
Disability income insurance is just as important or even more important. A dentist's ability to practice dentistry is their greatest asset. If you suffer an illness or accident, how will you replace your income? You do this by purchasing a disability income insurance policy. If a dentist becomes disabled due to injury or accident, the disability insurance policy will pay a benefit. Keep in mind, no disability insurance policy is the same. You should work with a knowledgeable insurance agent that understands dentists, and make sure you get a disability income insurance policy that is an own occupation policy, which basically says that if you can't practice dentistry, you will be paid the disability income benefit. Should you become disabled, you should really use your disability income insurance benefit to replace your take-home pay, which would be for mortgage payment, car payments, groceries, etc. However, your practice will continue to have expenses such as staff salaries, rent, utilities, etc. We recommend a business overhead expense policy to reimburse you for these expenses. It is cheaper because the benefit period is less. We also recommend that you apply for business overhead expense policy at the same time you apply for disability and life insurance, because all 3 policies are underwritten based on your health.
The next thing I would consider after a disability policy is a business owner's policy. The business owner's policy is a great policy to protect you against natural hazards that happen to a practice, like a tornado, windstorm. It's going to protect your assets, it's going to protect your equipment, it's going to protect your loss of income should your building go away, and it's going to also provide you some general liability. Somebody slips and falls on your property. A standalone policy is not going to be adequate. You're going to have to enhance that policy to make sure that you incorporate what's necessary for a dental office should one of those accidents happen, like a water line break or something of that nature.
Another insurance policy we need to talk about is health insurance. It's the most costly insurance policy you will carry. Health insurance can be purchased for yourself and your family as an individuals, or you can provide it as group insurance for your entire staff. Currently in Oklahoma, group health insurance is a little more attractive because it's more affordable, offers better benefits, and has better networks. Since health insurance is so costly, we recommend a high deductible health plan. Most people refer to this as an HSA plan or a health savings account. A health savings account allows you to put funds into a tax-free account that you can use for medical expenses. Usually HSA plans are less expensive, and once you understand how they work, it just makes sense to buy an HSA plan over a more traditional expensive plan.
While we're on this topic of illness and accidents, let's talk about workers' compensation. Workers' compensation is a fairly simple policy based on the payroll of the practice. Workers' compensation provides medical payments and compensation for employees for work-related injuries, illnesses, and diseases. We've talked about all the basic policies that most people need up front. Now I think we need to step back and take a look at some of the other policies we're going to need.
Cyber liability is probably the most understated insurance product sold to a small business, mainly because small businesses are ill-equipped to handle a cyber event. They don't have the resources to rectify a cyber event, and they're the most susceptible to a cyber event. A cyber event is not just data breach. It's cyber crimes, phishing, ransom, and extortion. Sadly, about 1 in 20 dental offices have already experienced a cyber event.
EPLI, Employers Practices Liability. We surround ourselves with some great employees. Unfortunately, when we terminate an employee or we let somebody go for some other reason, their attitude may change after they leave. EPLI provides coverage for the practice for wrongful termination, harassment, and discrimination. Let's end with some recommendations. First thing I want to remind everyone is most of these policies that we talked about today are easily issued. However, some of them involve health applications, and those are going to take a little bit longer. So I recommend at least starting the process 45 days in advance.
Second, I think it's important to work with an insurance agency that understands how to insure dental practice. As we mentioned earlier, our agency has been insuring dental practices since 1972. We're also endorsed by the Oklahoma Dental Association, and we're small business owners, so we're also a good resource for you.
Any profession, especially a dentist, needs to surround themselves with a professional team. That could be the lawyer, their CPA, their banker, their insurance agent, their real estate broker, their equipment supply guy. They need to surround themselves with those people, because when they have something happens, they need to be able to call on them immediately and know that they're local and know that they can be there to help them out.
Please feel free to contact us anytime with any of your insurance needs. We're here to help.